Okay, well, we're here again in Lake County, and this time we're with Walt and Madelene Lyon in their vineyard, Lyon Vineyard. And we're talking today a little bit about history. These guys have been here for quite some time and at grape growing for a long time, and you know, we just want to get their take on the history of Lake County. It's got a long tradition of grape growing, and these guys have been an integral part of that. Walt, you guys, or Madelene, either, you want to tell us a little bit about your story and how you got here and why you're here and what you do?
Well, I'll start by saying that my parents moved to the ranch here in 1932, just before I was born, as a matter of fact. And they raised pears, prunes, and walnuts, and they had a grade A dairy.
You had a what, I'm sorry?
A grade A dairy.
Okay.
On the ranch here for a while. My parents were from Switzerland, so dairying was sort of in my dad's blood, I think. And then we came back to the ranch in the
in the late 50s. We were here early 50s, and she of course had spent her whole life here.
So you said, Madelene, you were born in the house over here, correct?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, I wasn't actually born in the house.
Okay.
I was born in the hospital closest to here,
Okay.
which was St. Helena, by the way. That was the closest hospital to Lake County. Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, we've been on the ranch for a good many years.
She's an old timer. I've only been here 60 years.
Rookie.
Maybe that sort of makes me a local citizen, I guess. But we started planting grapes here. We had, of course, pears, prunes, and walnuts prior to 1960. And then around 1967, we realized that grapes would be the coming thing for Lake County. We started planting in 67 and 68, so we were among the new plantings in Lake County. Of course, Lake County has had grapes here since way back in the 1800s and had many acres then, and then Prohibition kind of knocked them out, but we started together with about a half a dozen other growers in the late 60s planting, and it's been a good thing for us. You know, we've been able to raise our family and be comfortable raising grapes. We're on the area here. We're right at the base of Mount Canocti, and so our soils here are pretty much mountain type soils, lots of gravel and well-drained soils, and we've been fortunate to have good quality grapes.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned that your son is involved with you guys as well?
Well, he has a vineyard in Robin Hill area north of Lakeport, and he's an outstanding viticulturalist. He's a graduate of Fresno in viticulture and enology, and been working in vineyards since he was a small boy. So he's my source of knowledge right now. If I have any questions, I give him a call. But
great. So it's definitely a family operation and gets passed down. And,
yeah.
and what do you guys grow here in Lake County?
Well, our main variety right here is Sauvignon Blanc. We also have Merlot, and then in my son's vineyard we have Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Zinfandel. And very high quality up there. It's a high bench above the lake, and raises wonderful grapes there.
And what would you tell us just again briefly about the soil here? You mentioned that we're actually in a valley, but you have the type of soil that's more typical of something on a slope.
Right. We're on the edge of Big Valley, so I don't know if you want to look at the soils here. You can see that there's quite a bit of gravel, and it's very well drained soils, but it's a gravelly loam, so it does hold enough moisture to do a good job raising grapes, but yet is very well drained.
Excellent. And we're looking at Sauvignon Blanc, which is one of the flagship varietals here in Lake County. These guys do an excellent Sauv Blanc. Walt and Madelene, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Well,
thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.